Hey everybody, how's it going? I have done things to this tank. I'm not sure how great they are, but I did some things. I moved some things around, and I filmed all of it. But for the last, like 6 hours, I've been trying to figure out how to get these 4K videos from the Osmo Pocket, where I filmed it at 5 o'clock in the morning, onto my iPhone so that I can edit it and put it out, because I was going to put that out and then go live and show you guys the rest of the stuff I did, because I did some more stuff. Thank you for my coffee. Because I did some more stuff after I filmed that, so I wanted you to see the difference, but now you can't see any difference other than what you normally see. So, I moved this piece of wood, I actually flipped it over, and this piece of wood, hello everyone, hello Candy, hello Mr. D, Aqua Noob, Jeremy, Vanessa, Maple Street, not no LA Jane, everybody's here. I'm just rambling about this tank. So, this piece of wood I found at my parents' in the creek, in the backyard, and I left it outside for about 6 months to weather. So it sat out through the winter, and then I boiled it, and then I've had it in this tank for probably 4 months, and it still won't sink. Yeah. How big is this tank? This is a 20-gallon long. This is a 20-gallon long with 2 Senegalese Bichirs that are shoehorned into it until they get their new setup. Jason Smith, late but here. Hello. Hi Ty. Hi Mr. Rolling Stone. Hi everybody. Cyclic King Aquatics. What's up? Yeah, this piece of wood cost me $0. I found it in a creek, but it also took me a year to get it into the tank. Say hello, Jaden.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. Alright, now, go finish your dinner, or you're gonna get in trouble. Watch it, there's hot coffee right here.
Hi.
Hi. Go on.
I love you.
I love you, baby. You're supposed to be eating your dinner.
Come on.
Oh, I'm so...
You're not alone.
I'm not so alone. I'm just so low.
So low.
Let's go turn your shows off.
Go on, Jaden.
I don't want to keep hugging you.
You're squeezing my neck.
Jaden, let go.
My neck. Okay.
I'll see you later.
Bye. Everybody said hi. Bye. A lot of energy. She gets to stay up till midnight tonight because it's New Year's, so she's very excited. What was I talking about? Oh, this piece of wood. Yeah. Got this piece of wood for free, pulled it out of my parents' creek, and sat it outside in the weather for 6 months, and then boiled it and put it in this tank, and it still won't sink. That's why I have this rock on it, because it still won't sink. Yeah, when the love hurts, for sure. So the rock still has to sit on it to keep it down like that, but I'm hoping that being fully submerged will help, because it did have a piece kind of sticking up out of the water. I don't know. So I moved that. I added this big thing of bulbitis, African bulbitis. I'm hoping it grows faster in here than it did in the other 20-gallon, because it's the slowest growing plant ever. I also put some water sprite starts down here just to see what they would do. I threw some moss in the crack of that piece of wood, hoping that kind of takes off. And then, oh, switching over here. This is all my random plants that are not doing so hot, that I have like little stems of. And I kind of shoved them all over there to see what they would do. And then there's a bunch of val in the back that I trimmed, because you have to trim your val, because I learned this. That's why my val grows all stringy, is because I don't trim it. So trim your val, people. Anyway, what's going on? Give her Red Bull and candy corns, she'll make midnight and beyond. She'll make midnight without that. Heck no. I get all of my wood from the forest next door, all oak, good hardwood for plecos, says Jeremy H. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of free wood. There's also some moss balls, like some of those Marimo moss balls that are in here. We got those from a club meeting. Aquatic Arts came over and gave them away for free, which was pretty cool. So I threw them in there. They're probably doubled or more in size since I got them. I'm thinking about breaking them open and trying to get them to stick to this piece of wood right here. Anybody ever done that? I've heard people do that, and I've thought about it, but I'm kind of nervous. Ty says his valve's going crazy. It always goes crazy. But apparently it gets bushier and like grows in tighter if you trim it. So, Otter Creek Aquatics says he has. How'd it go for you? Is it working? Or did you just do it? Or what? I need deets. I need the details. Oh, Candy says Rachel did it and it looks fabulous. How did she hold it on? That is my current dilemma. Do I use the string? Do I use the super glue? The boss doesn't like the super glue, so... Devin's done it. He used super glue. Maybe super glue. Maybe that. I don't know. You guys like this bulbitis over here? Does that look like, is it covering the sponge filter? Because that's its intended purpose. Otter Creek says it's working pretty good. It's growing out. I use strong string from a sewing kit. Right on. String from a sewing kit. Yeah, that's what I usually use is thread. Ty says his guppy grass has been growing into his wood. The problem I usually have for guppy grass is it grows into my sponge filters. I don't know how. I will float it on the complete opposite side of the tank. That stuff will find my sponge filter and throw roots into it. Every time. And Devin's heard both work for these Marmo moss balls. Just tie it. Oh, just tie it tight. Gotcha. Mr. D's likes super glue. My boss does not like the super glue. He likes the thread. Don't know what the advantage is over the two. But anyway. What else did I do? Not much. Oh, I went to PetSmart. And my kid was supposed to be getting, for her birthday in March, a hamster. So I decided if we're going to do hamster, because hamsters are always a pain and they bite and it's a problem. So I decided, okay, if we're going to do a hamster, I'm going to get the hamster, I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to train it for the next 3 months so that it's nice by the time she gets it. Like, I'm going to do all the handling and all that. So I was going to keep it in the basement because I bought the radiator, the basement's warm now, and I went down in the basement when I got home with said hamster. And there's water down there, guys. There's water all over the basement floor. So, I have many more things to do. Why? Because it's raining like crazy here. And I thought that that leak had ceased to exist because we'd had rain previously and it hadn't gotten wet down there. So either one of two things has happened. Either I have a new leak in my foundation, or I really, really need to clean my downspouts and my gutters and get the water moving away from the house. So, instead of painting tomorrow and the next day, I will be figuring out this leak situation because I have to wait for it to dry out down there, and it's a big old mess. But anyways, we got a hamster. Its name is Cupcake. And my basement fish room took 2 steps backwards. So she got the hamster early, and now she's very excited because she has a hamster and its name is Cupcake. And I'll show it to you guys eventually, but it's sleeping right now because it's had a rough day. Yeah, Jason Smith says, rats are easy, better than hamsters. I 100% agree that rats are better pets than hamsters, and would have bought a rat if she hadn't been talking for the last, let's say 6 months, about wanting a hamster named Cupcake. And not only did she want a hamster named Cupcake, she already had one, it just wasn't here yet. She has a hamster, its name is Cupcake. She had to tell everyone about it. So that was going to be her big birthday present, is that, like, Cupcake finally showed up. But yeah, that didn't work out because she got the thing and it's not even January. Devin says, no offense, but I hate hamsters. They're super nippy and mean. No offense, I'm not a hamster. I agree. They're super nippy and mean. And that's why you have to spend a lot of time training them. I had them when I was a kid, and as long as you, like, spend some time with them, they can be okay. You're never gonna, like, super cuddle with it, and it's gonna be your best friend. Cyclid King Aquatic says, I'm a new Patreon, what do I get? What do you want? What more could you ask for? I don't know, what do you want? You want some koi cats? Why you gotta hit me up for stuff, bro? I'm working on a logo, I'm trying to get you some stickers. Hashtag Got Snails t-shirts, I'm working on those. These things take time. But if you're a Patreon, you'll be #1, so stay in there. And thank you, and you're awesome, and rock it. What are we talking about? My last hamster was a dwarf named Schmog the Terrible, says Dan Slee. That's hilarious. Oh, I didn't get to name this hamster. His name is Cupcake. Whatever. Russell Dawn. I had a hamster with my white crappie when my crappie ate it when it accidentally got into the tank. Yeah, that's not a good idea to put your hamster into any kind of tank. I had a hamster when I was a kid. You know how you get those little balls? I bought one. Those balls, you put them in, they can roll around the house or whatever. I had mine in that, and it rolled over the heat vent and like got stuck there, I guess, when the heater kicked on. Yeah, cooked hamster don't smell good. That's all I'm saying. Hello, Anthony's fishy friends. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can send you some snails, Cyclid King Aquatics. How many you want? Like 100? 200? All the snails? I can hook you up with some snails, bro. Anywho. So it's New Year's. My husband has... Have you already started drinking? I'm gonna start drinking. Coffee. Alright, all doing fun stuff. Are you doing fishy stuff for New Year's? Because that's what I've been doing. I keep looking at all these tanks going, I'm tired of them looking like that. And moving stuff around, that's why I redid this whole tank. Because I just got tired of it. And wanted to move some stuff around, so I started aquascaping some stuff at like 5 in the morning. It was like 4:30 in the morning, and I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's time to go to sleep. And then I walked by the Bichir tank, and I was like, man, there's a lot of like dead plants in there. I gotta get those out. And by the time 5:30 rolled around, I was filming it, this was going on, and it took me until right now, oh wait, it's still not done, to get the videos from the Osmo Pocket onto my phone so that I can edit them. Because I was going to edit them in with some other footage I did, like the baby Cory cats, and it was going to be like a whole thing. Pfft, that went right out the window. So anyways, I decided to just jump on here and be like, look what I did. Because that's the best I can do right now. You're working with an amateur videographer. YouTuber, videographer, phone photographer. Anywho. Maple Street Aquatics, we've been doing fishy stuff most of the day. Who's we, and what did you do? Cyclid King Aquatics, I was just kidding. Remember, I'll give you 1,000 snails if you want. Don't be sending me 1,000 snails. I don't need 1,000 snails. You've seen my snail game. I don't have enough tanks for 1,000 snails. Because I already have like 6,000 snails. Terry's Tropical Tanks. I got my bucket list fish out of QT and into their 55-gallon grow out. Filament barbs are wicked fast, just so you know. Filament barbs is cool. Candy will take 1,000 snails. Candy, that's because you bought all the puffers. That's what happens when you buy all the puffers. But if some people don't buy some snails soon, I may send you a bag of 1,000 snails. Because they have got to move. Or else the shell quality is a real problem, especially with the brown ones. The pink ones are a little bit stronger. But the brown ones, once they get to size, and with the population density I have, the snail shell right in the center starts to get this little white dot, and it'll start to eat out. And I don't like it. I have all the puffers. You do have all the puffers. Get more puffers. I'm about to get me a big puffer just to keep this stuff on lock. snails, I can send some staghorn, says JC Sharple. No thanks. Mr. D's assassin snails had babies, and that's cool because assassin snails have live babies, right? And it takes forever. That's pretty awesome. Maple Street Aquatics. Me and Vanessa did water changes, new tank setup, and moved some fish around. I can't talk. Moved some fish around. That's awesome. Sounds like a day at work. Jeremy H. Not enough calcium in your water? Question mark. There is plenty of calcium in my water. There are just a ridiculous amount of snails. Like, there is a point you get, and you will only know this if you overfeed and you reach ridiculous capacities of snails. There's a point you reach where your snails are utilizing all of the calcium available in said system. And I could add more calcium, but it's going to drive my TDS way up. And that's not going to be real great. But the snails they're making so many shells that they're using all the calcium up in the water. So instead of adding to the problem, which would be adding more calcium so that I can make more snails with more shells, I need to decrease the snail population so that I'm growing healthy snail shells versus just churning them out, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. What didn't come out right? The place to send them, and I got you. Candy Overhauls just messaged me. Oh, you're talking to Candy. Anthony's Fishy Friends, is there a specific type of snail you would recommend for pea puffers? Pea puffers are small. Mine eats ram's horn snails, but as you've seen, she's the largest, fattest pea puffer on the planet. I usually recommend bladder snails because they breed like crazy. Excuse me, I can't talk. They breed like crazy. And they're small, but they still get kind of big, so it's not like they have to eat a ton of them. Pond snails. Anyway, I think Bob's Steam Pond just went live, so y'all need to, like, rush over there, because dude's doing awesome things and helping out animal shelters and just being generally awesome. And I have to go start some festivities with my family, but I didn't get a video out today, so I wanted to come see you guys and say what's up and show you my new Bichir scape with this giant Bichir that needs a new bigger tank, because look at him. Because eventually this is going to become a Cory Cat breed out tank once these guys get their big tank. And I went to PetSmart today, just for you guys info. I went to PetSmart today to see if they'd price match the Petco $1 gallon sale. They will not. So go to Petco. I gotta go to Petco. Anyway, have a good New Year. Happy New Year. I'll see you guys in 2019. You guys go over to Bob's channel and be classy and tell him I said what's up and hashtag bad Bob and all of that jazz, and you guys be good. See you later.